Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Ecolinguist Live, your favorite language show on YouTube, the only show like that on the internet. This is a kind of show that you can participate in. So, if you haven't seen this show before, you need to know that there is a link in the description box that you can use to register to get into the show. This show is all about language challenges, and mostly mutual intelligibility challenges, but we are open to expand all challenges formats. If you have some good ideas, just contact me. You can either leave the idea in the comment section or just send me an email. You can find my email easily if you just look for it. Oh, I see I already have some callers calling in, which is great. But before we start taking calls, I would like to make sure that you all guys know how how this show works. So I have some challenges prepared in advance. They are audio and text challenges in different languages, mostly Romance, Germanic, Slavic, Uralic, and what else? And Baltic language family. But you are also welcome to call in with your own challenges, basically. So if you a speaker of one of the language language that belongs to the language family that we are covering on the channel, you're welcome to call in and take part in the challenge. Even if you're not a native speaker, though, that's also an important aspect of it. That if you think that your language skills are good enough that you could use your linguistic knowledge, linguistic background to be able to understand other languages, you're welcome to call in and take part in the challenge. Um, mm, mm, mm. Yeah, and ideally, it would be nice to do one challenge from each language family per episode. This is actually the 5th episode, you guys. So I'm very excited that this show just keeps going, and it's already the 5th episode. And if you would like to see this channel, but also this particular show, Ecolinguist Live, continue, please consider supporting the show. There are some ways to support the show listed on my website. If you go to the ecolinguist.com, you will find some ways on how to support the show. But you also want to know that it's a pretty recent thing that I started a Patreon. Is that gonna work? No, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Yes, trust me. I did start a Patreon page, so you can go and check it out through the links in the description. And basically, if you're a supporter of the channel and of this particular show, you're becoming an Ecolinguist insider, and you get access to behind the scenes. You get access to early release of episodes, and you just get to know what's happening behind the scenes and how those videos are made. You can influence my decision regarding the direction that this channel is going to take in the future. If you have good arguments and you care about this project, that's one of the ways that you can contribute. Yeah, so let me just quickly fix the screen so I can show you how to register. Okay, so that's the Patreon page. You can go and check it out. But apart from that, there is a registration link. You need to fill in the form to be able to call in. You don't have to register if you called before, because it's the same link, the same way of joining as before. And what else I want to show you? When you go to my website, if you go to just ecolinguist.com, you will find a link to the page with channel submission, a challenge submission form. So if for some reason you are not able to call in, you're not able to participate in the live stream, you can always leave a challenge, submit your challenge that you can make at home, and we will use it in one of the live streams. Here are some guidelines on how to use it. Those guidelines are also very useful if you're planning on calling in tonight and you thinking about creating your own challenge. The same guidelines apply. So you may want to have a look at this before calling in with your challenge. Yeah, so that's how it looks like. You have some examples there, and you need to submit the text of the challenge and the audio, and there are ways to do it there. Yes, so basically that's how it works. Let me just have a quick look at the comment sections to make sure that I'm not missing any questions. Janice is asking, have you ever considered looking for a partner to support the channel like a good online language school? That's a very good question, Janice. I'm looking for collaborations like that. You know, as you know, the Ecolinguist channel hasn't really had any sponsored so far. Sponsors so sponsors so far. So it's been doing okay for so many years, but I'm considering expanding. I would like to give you more shows, more niche content that is not very algorithm friendly, because you need to know that a lot of my videos, especially if I try to push a series of videos that are very educational and you already are loving this format, are not very algorithm friendly. uh, People tend to be very excited about seeing this kind of video first time, but when I publish a part 2 or part 3 and I want to turn it into a series, which people can use to learn languages and do further studies of this mutual intelligibility phenomenon, those videos, they don't do as good on YouTube, but the production of those videos take a lot of time and effort. And if I want to continue doing that, I might need to find someone to collaborate with. So if you know someone, you can send them to me if you think that we are going to be a good match. Um, um, mm, 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 mm. Riley Riley, you're asking about what do you mean by algorithm friendly? I think I kind of explained that already, but it's basically the click-through rate. Like, people don't click on those videos as often as possible, and that affects the viewership. There is less views, and if there is less views, there is less income from those videos. And I'm not doing it. I'm not making those videos just to make money. I really want to produce a unique language learning content for you guys, something that you haven't seen anywhere else, but in a fun way. And that has always been my mission. You know, I started with comprehensible input in mind. I wanted to produce comprehensible input, which is part of this language acquisition theory. You're learning languages through understanding messages. That's how it started in my mind. I wanted you to experience this comprehensible input in an interesting format, which is the mutual intelligibility challenge. That is, like, in my opinion, it's like the most natural form of comprehensible input. And the more content we can generate like that, the easier it's going to be for people to learn languages. So it's still kind of experimental on many levels, but we just keep doing this, and you want to watch that, so here I am. And this live show is for you to have a chance at experiencing this mutual intelligibility phenomenon by yourselves, because unfortunately I am not able to work one-on-one with every single person that contacts me. There's a lot of you that volunteer for the videos, and a lot of you may make it into the videos, but there is also a big number of people who I cannot get involved with the project, just because it's just one person working on this. So there is a limited time available to work on the projects. That's why I created this live show. So you can just call in and experience it for yourself, contribute into the discussion about languages and mutual intelligibility in some ways, in more direct ways. We don't have to edit the video later on, so it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to happen basically. And all of you who watching this show, I know that you're watching it because you care about languages. You want to learn something, and you are the core. You're the heart of this channel basically, and you keep it going. So here we are, and there are people calling in, which is great. Um, uh, There are some new people calling in, so I will start with picking up calls from people that haven't called in before. So if you're considering calling in and you haven't called before, or at least not in this season, you're welcome to do so because I will be giving you guys priority. Um, uh, 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 Rokolań, Rokolań. Hi Norbert, will you make more content in Polish? Will I make more content in Polish? There will be some mutual intelligibility videos on the channel featuring Polish as usual, and I will be hosting some challenges this winter for sure. But I am also planning on starting working more on the Polish language hub. It already exists on the YouTube platform. You can go check it out if you're interested in learning Polish. I'm planning to do more streams there and maybe creating a conversational club for people interested in practicing Polish with me, among other things, to support this channel as well, because I need to generate income somehow, and I think it's very reasonable that I can provide you the services like Polish language conversational skills practicing Polish conversational skills with me, because I've been doing this for many years in the background as my second project, but not on a big scale, like not through a YouTube channel. It was more on the side, and it's supporting this channel as well because of the income I make from my Polish lessons. I'm able to invest in this channel as well. So thanks for the question, Rokalań, Üdvözöllek. And yeah, so that turned into a Q&A session a little bit, but which is good because people are still joining in. And I see there are some people calling in right now. I'm going to start with Janice. Let's see. Okay, so Janice, you are going to join me right now. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, I can hear you well. That's great. Welcome back to the show. I remember you from the first season. Welcome back to the second season of the Ecolinguist show. Maybe you could just quickly introduce yourself in the language of your choosing. If maybe it could be your native language, it could be the language that you've been studying. Just tell us a little bit about yourself. Yes.
Ok. Olá, Norbert. Olá, todo mundo. Meu nome é Janice. Eu falo do Brasil. Sou do sul do Brasil. Falo de uma cidade próxima a Porto Alegre, no estado do Rio Grande do Sul. E é um prazer estar de volta aqui participando junto com vocês desse programa que eu adoro. É uma satisfação muito grande.
Great. How do you say welcome in Portuguese? Is bienvenida?
Bem-vindo.
Bem-vindo. Bem-vindo. Okay. Bem-vindo. So, Yanis or Janice? How do you pronounce your name?
Janice.
Janice. Of course, the J sound is the J sound.
But it's okay. Janice, 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 todo
You're
mundo.
used to it, right? You're used to people calling different names. Great. So tell me, what language challenge would you be interested in participating today? I have a number of languages, Romance languages, that you could challenge yourself with. Do you have any ideas?
Well, I like the mutual intelligibility. The shows that you try to hint.
Yes. So in this season, I have some challenges prepared in advance. So I have audio samples, basically audio challenges that you can listen to, and try to guess
Let's
what they mean. So I could suggest, let me just have a quick look what we have not done yet. Mhm. Oh, for some reason I don't see the list of the challenges that I already used. But that's okay. That's okay. So I suggest that you could challenge yourself with Venetian language. What do you say?
Okay.
Is Venetian all right? Okay.
Okay.
It's a regional language of Italy. Let me just.
It's a vernacular language.
It's a regional language. It's a regional language spoken in northern Italy, around Venice, but also in other parts. So let's see. Let me just quickly have a look at this. Okay. So first I'm going to play you the sample.
E lo che? Le la polvera che l'avanza dopo che t'ha fatto fuoco con le legne. La polanca venir fora dalla sigaretta co te sedrio fumar. Le fina e la può essere di color griso, manca bianco o nero delle volte. La può essere doparata per coltar le piante, sora tutti i fruser, come i vit. Una volta l'era anche doparata, invece del savun, per lavare i nesiol, le strasse o i vestiti.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you understand anything from it?
Just a little bit. I think that she was talking maybe it's cigarette.
That's what you heard. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that's all that I
That's
got.
all what you heard. Okay, so my suggestion is to listen to it one more time. Let's listen to it one more time, and after that, I'm going to show you the text and play the audio.
Okay.
So there's going to be a chance to guess it. Let's listen to it again.
E lo che? Le la polvera che l'avanza dopo che t'ha fatto fuoco con le legne. La polanca venir fora dalla sigaretta co te sedrio fumar. Le fina e la può essere di color griso, manca bianco o nero delle volte. La può essere doparata per coltar le piante, sora tutti i fruser, come i vit. Una volta l'era anche doparata, invece del savun, per lavare i nesiol, le strasse o i vestiti.
Fogo, make fire with lenha. Sair para fora para fumar cigarro, alguma coisa assim. Depois a fumaça cinza, fumaça gris. Acho que parece que ela fala sobre o processo de extração de algum óleo. Não sei se seria algo assim.
So what would you say? Would you have a single word that would be the answer to this challenge?
Make fire.
Making fire. Okay, so that's not the correct answer, but you're going to have another chance. I'm going to show you the text now, and we're going to play the audio again. So you can try to correct the answer. Okay. So let me just show you this. This is the text. And we're going to listen to it again.
E lo che è? L'è la polvere che l'avanza dopo che t'ha fatto fuoco con le legne. La polanca venir fora dalla sigaretta che te sedrio fumar. Le fina e la può essere di color griso, manca bianco o nero delle volte. La può essere doparata per coltar le piante, sora tutti i fruser, come i vit. Una volta l'era anche doparata, invece del savon, per lavare i nestiol, le strase o i vestiti.
Sorry for messing the
No
text.
problem. Le piante sono tutti frutti. Per lavare i vestiti. Puxa vida!
Does it make more sense now?
A little more. Dopo se fogo com a lenha, fogo coi lenha. La polanca Wegner fora della zigareta, te cedriu fumar. Zigareta. Fora della zigareta, fora da cozinha, da peça, para queimar. Depois, le fina vai ficar com cor cinza, com cor gris, bianca ou nero, ou branco ou negro. Mas pode ser doparada para ocultar le piante, para soltar corante. Não sei, tá tingindo roupa.
You think it's something to do with clothing? Piece of
Yes, something with clothes, like
the hint. The last hint is referring to that.
okay.
So, do you have any better guesses right now? It's a noun. It's a noun, so it's not a verb.
It's a noun. It's a noun. It's a noun. Noun. It's in Portuguese. How do you say noun?
A noun, which is just it's not a verb. It's a noun, which is a word that describes things. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Substantivo.
Yeah. That's definitely that. Let's listen to it again. Come on, I have to refresh. I'm sorry.
No problem.
E lo che è? L'è la polvere che l'avanza dopo che t'ha fatto fuoco con le legne. La polanca venir fora dalla sigaretta che te sedrio fumar. Le fina e la può essere di color griso, manca bianco o nero delle volte. La può essere doparata per coltar le piante, sora tutti i fruser, come i vit. Una volta l'era anche doparata, invece del savon, per lavare i nestiol, le strase o i vestiti.
I have no idea.
Okay, so I'm going to play the answer to it now, and we're going to see if that's going to ring any bells.
Le lassendre. Le lassendre.
Lena Sandra.
So the answer to this is
Lela Sandra. Azeite?
azeite. What is that in English?
It's the oil from olives.
Olives. Aha. So this is ash.
Le lassendre.
Ash.
Leila Sindra.
Ash. So the thing that the kind of the dust that is created by burning, for example, wood. It can come out of the cigarette when you're smoking. It's thin and can be gray, but also white or black sometimes. It can be used to fertilize plants, especially fruit trees like grape trees.
Aham.
Once it was used instead of soap to wash bed sheets, clothes, and clothes. uh,
Aham. Adubo, talvez.
yeah, so I think uh, in Venetian there are two kinds of clothes, maybe textile and clothes. So now, after knowing what it is, Janice, do you know? Are you able to recognize any words?
Yes, Leila Pólvora, o pó que, que te lavanza dopo. O pó que sobra depois que você fez fogo com lenha. ah,
So are you now translating that into Portuguese? Maybe you could try to do that.
yes, maybe.
So if you could try
Yeah.
to translate the hints into Portuguese, so we can hear the differences.
Translate only the hints?
Yeah, the whole text that you see.
Okay, okay. So, La Pol anca Wegner fora della sigaretta cosette driu fumar. Ah, o pó, ah, o, o, as cinzas, o pó que ficam na ponta do cigarro quando você fuma. Le fina e la pol é ser de color griso. Esse pó fino que é de cor cinza, mas também manca, bianca ou nero, mas também branco ou negro. Delolt, não sei o que seria. La pol é ser do parada para cortar le piante. Esse pó é usado para cortar le piante. Cortar le piante. Suratu e fute. Esse eu não sei. Cortar le piante. Na olta, lera anca do parada. Na olta, antigamente. Na olta. Anca do parada em venze del saon era utilizada com sabão para lavar, para lavar. Inesiol lestraze o iveste. Eu não sei também. Le
Like,
alzendre.
cloths is more maybe like rags. So the lestretzenza, the last one here, means like rags or things that you use maybe to clean something.
Lestraze. Lestraze. Let me just put my computer on charge. Okay. Lestraze. Vesti. Lestraze. It's a piece of clothes. Of a cloth. Like a
It's
bag.
clothes.
Like,
It's like the things that you use for cleaning things. So it's a piece of material that you would use to dust to wipe the table, for example.
okay. It's like a sponge.
Sponge, or it's also just a piece of material that you could use
Okay,
to
okay.
wipe the table. So how do you say that in Brazilian Portuguese?
I don't know if it's tanque, tanque de lavagem, pia de lavagem, pode ser esponja, pode ser escova também,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
né? Não sei se eu peguei bem o contexto. Okay, but the final word I still don't get.
The
É
the the
alexandre,
answer the answer is ash.
ash.
Ash. Mm-hmm.
Let's ash. It's okay, cinzas.
Also, it sounds similar, and from what I see here, Claudio says
Pol
it's like it's similar to French cendre.
cendre.
Yes, yes. So
Pó
that's
e
the
cinzas.
yeah.
I was thinking that um, it was not the word cinzas because in the beginning part of the text we have pólvora that
Mm-hmm.
means pó, and pó and cinzas is a very very close meaning. It's a very very close meaning. So I was thinking that was not cinza or something like
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
because the text was already telling you that is a pó.
Uh, so
But
so
it's a very good word.
yeah, it's a very good word for this kind of challenges. Yes.
Yes.
So that was a little bit difficult, but we got there in the end. So that's good. That's good. Janice says so. That was the Venetian for you. That was the Venetian challenge, and now I'm going to take more calls, and I think that you could stay on the line. Potentially, we might have another challenge. By the way, have you prepared a challenge for today, or you just wanted to participate in a challenge?
I don't have a prepared challenge,
That's fine.
but I
Yeah.
have I have all time for you.
Yes. So Janisa, you may want to think about a challenge that you want to run a little bit later on in the show. Okay. So I'm going to
Okay,
put you in the I'm going to put you into the green room for now, and I'm going to talk to another challenger. Okay.
okay, I will think about.
Okay, that's good. So I'm going to put Janice back there, and I see. uh, so what's happening? Some people are telling me that there is an issue with lagging. I didn't have any issues while talking to Janisa, so maybe it's not too bad. If this lagging persists, just let me know, because I might have run out of my hard drive, the disk space, and that's why. Because I just got the notification. Unfortunately, I missed that, and I didn't remove stuff beforehand. Before that, let me just quickly check if that is the issue. I see. Okay, I'll try to remove some of those files, and hopefully that will help. Okay, so you say that the lag is gone, so that's good. That's good news for everybody. So let me see who else is calling. Uh, 1 second. Okay, I see Christopher is calling in. What language Christopher speaks? We're going to see. Christopher, I'm going to add you into the stream now, so let's get ready. Hello, Christopher. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Great. Welcome to the Ecolinguist show, Christopher. Please introduce yourself shortly in one of the languages that you speak or you have been studying. We will try to understand as much as we can.
Yeah. My connection is it's a bit bad, so I'm sorry if the quality isn't that good, or if I.
It's good for
maybe,
now, at least on my side. It's good. I can hear you
Yeah,
well.
maybe yeah. We'll just hope that it'll be fine. I have had some problems earlier with the connection, so we'll hope it goes okay.
Mm-hmm. Could you just quickly introduce yourself, maybe in your
Yeah.
one of the languages? Yeah.
Yeah. So jeg heter Kristoffer. This is Norwegian, my native language.
Uh-huh.
Så jeg heter Kristoffer. Jeg kommer fra min plass, heter Ålgård. Nå har jeg bodd i Oslo i 12 år. Jeg underviser norsk på fritida til utenlandske som kommer til Norge for å jobbe. Så jeg liker veldig godt å lære nye språk. Akkurat nå holder jeg på å lære italiensk, og så kan jeg allerede tysk. Jeg jobber også som tysklærer, så jeg har også jobber som latinlærer. Og så holder jeg også på litt med nederlandsk nå. Så ja.
Oh, so you studied some Dutch as well. You studied some Dutch as well. I see. So for today, what kind of challenge would you like to participate in? Maybe you have prepared a challenge for other people to challenge themselves with.
No, I don't have anything planned. But I could do perhaps the same that Janice did. That looked interesting. Trying to decipher a text in another language.
Okay, yes. So we're going to do that. But would you prefer a Germanic language or Romance language?
Can try with a Romance language.
Yes, I thought so, because I think you also studied some Latin, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. Okay. So let me have a look at what language we would challenge you with. I see you also studied some Italian.
Yeah.
But tell me, Christopher, have you studied Portuguese before?
Not much. Only a few games in Duolingo.
Okay. Only some games on Duolingo. Because I do have one challenge in European Portuguese that we could potentially use right now.
Yeah, you can try.
Yes, that would be a good one. So first we're going to hear the description of a word. So you try to make out as many words as possible. Let me bring it up. That's the challenge.
O que é isto? É um animal peludo, com orelhas compridas e longos dentes, geralmente encontrado em campos, florestas, tocas e também pode ser criado como animal de estimação. É conhecido por ser herbívoro, alimentando-se de vegetais, por exemplo, cenouras, ervas e até mesmo algumas flores. Pode saltar longas distâncias usando as suas patas traseiras poderosas. Frequentemente retratado em contos de fadas e histórias infantis como um personagem engraçado.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That was quite difficult. I only picked up a few words from that.
What did you pick up?
I think it's an animal, and I heard something about the forest, and maybe I'm wrong, but if they had long teeth, or something about the grass, maybe it eats grass, or I picked up erbas, which I think is grass because it's erba in Italian and herba in Latin, and foresta, I'm certain is forest, uh, and something about campus, which I think is a field, campo in Italian. So perhaps the animal also lives in a field. I'm not sure. That's the only thing
Okay,
I
I
picked
mean,
up.
you did pick up a lot. So, would you like to listen to it again? Let's do that. Let's
Yeah,
listen
yeah.
to it again, and after that, you will also be able to have a look at the text.
O que é isto? É um animal peludo, com orelhas compridas e longos dentes, geralmente encontrado em campos, florestas, tocas e também pode ser criado como animal de estimação. É conhecido por ser herbívoro, alimentando-se de vegetais, por exemplo, cenouras, ervas e até mesmo algumas flores. Pode saltar longas distâncias usando as suas patas traseiras poderosas. Frequentemente retratado em contos de fadas e histórias infantis como um personagem engraçado.
Okay. By the second time listening, I think the last words was person, personage. I think that's person and
Personaggio.
yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. I think that's and engrassata or something like that. Maybe that's fat or something. I know that the grasso is fat in Italian.
Mhm. So, what would be your guess if you had to give your guess right now?
Some kind of an animal. Some kind of an animal with long teeth, and an animal that lives in the forest, or I'm not sure because I think I heard park being mentioned also. So I'm not sure if there's an animal that lives both in the park and in the forest and on the field. So I'm a bit confused.
All right, then. So, let's have a look at the text. Okay, let's have a look at the text. Okay, and I'm going to also play the sound one more time so we can follow along.
O que é isto? É um animal peludo, com orelhas compridas e longos dentes, geralmente encontrado em campos, florestas, tocas e também pode ser criado como animal de estimação. É conhecido por ser herbívoro, alimentando-se de vegetais, por exemplo, cenouras, ervas e até mesmo algumas flores. Pode saltar longas distâncias usando as suas patas traseiras poderosas. Frequentemente retratado em contos de fadas e histórias infantis como um personagem engraçado.
Ah. Yeah, I understand much more of the text now that I have the words, but I'm still not sure what kind of animal it is. But at least now I can see that it's a small hairy animal, I think, with ears, compromidas, something with ears and then long teeth, and generally you meet it in
Compridas.
compridas. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means.
Mm-hmm.
Something about the ears or orelhas.
Mm-hmm.
And then generally you meet it on the fields or in the forests, and it can also be criado as an animal of estimação, esteem. Criado, I think that's to grow something, or I'm not sure. And it's known to be a herbivore and eating vegetables. For example, yeah, I'm not sure what cenoura is, but then grass and also some kind of flowers,
Mm-hmm.
and it can go a long distances using its uh, something about the paws, I think, using its mighty or powerful paws, or frequently it's something. Yeah, I don't understand the next. And historias, like children's stories, perhaps historias infantis, as a person engrasado. Yeah, I'm not sure what engrasado means.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So if you had to give some sort of animal as an answer, wh- yeah, just give us your best shot.
Yeah, it almost seems like a mythical animal, or when I see the children's stories, and uh, hmm, long feet, hairy paws, um, long teeth, a saber tooth tiger.
No, no, but
Uh,
thank you for your attempt. I mean, you
mm,
basically translated most of it, right? Animal de estimação, that means a domestic animal
ah,
or a pet. So it can be, it can also be a pet.
okay.
The last one, personagem engraçado, it's a funny character. So it's
Ah,
represented in children's stories as a funny character.
okay.
So let's listen to the answer and see if that's going to ring any bells. No?
Yeah.
É um coelho. É um
Coelho.
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 Coelho. No. Oh, yes, a horse.
No, it's a
No?
rabbit. It's a rabbit.
I guess I thought Italian cavallo for
Ah,
horse. Ah,
yes.
coelho.
That's
Yeah, yeah, it's a coniglio, I think, in Italian.
very, very, very similar too. And how is it in Norwegian?
Hmm. It's kanin.
Oh, it kind of sounds like a dog in some
Ah,
languages. Yeah. In Polish, it's królik.
ah.
Królik, completely different. Okay, so that was a good one. Uh, so, when you were reading this text, were you using your Italian knowledge or the knowledge of Latin that you have?
I would say both. Both Italian, both Latin. That helped me a lot, and I know a bit Spanish too, but not much. But I got to use a lot of my general Romance knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. General, so you also studied some Spanish, I presume?
Yeah, but not very serious. Just some rounds on Duolingo.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good. That's good. So, guys, I think we can do one more challenge that we can involve more participants. Okay, because I have an idea for a challenge that everybody could take part in, just for the fun of it. It's basically a challenge in Esperanto. It's an Esperanto challenge. So I'm going to add one more person into the stream, or maybe two. I will see, because it would be great to have more people. So Christopher, don't go anywhere. Okay, you're
Okay.
going to disappear for a second, but just so I can introduce more people into the challenge.
Yeah.
So we've got. Oh, sorry, Sam. I should have warned you. You are live.
Hi.
Hello, Sam. Welcome back to the
Hello.
show. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
How is Tuscany?
Well,
Still
a bit
there?
better. A bit better. We have had few storms lately, but at the moment we are kind of okay.
Okay, that's good. That's good. The storms are pretty common these days, but Good.
Yeah, they were a bit of uncommon here, but
Mhm.
however, we're now trying our best. Thank you for asking.
Yes, that's good. That's good. Sam, just maybe you could quickly introduce yourself, just for the people who don't know you, in
Sure.
a language of your choice, the language that you
Okay.
have been studying, or maybe the language that you
Ok.
speak natively.
Ok. Ciao a tutti, mi chiamo Samantha, vengo dall'Italia e sono toscana, quindi parlo il vernacolo toscano. So l'inglese e un pochino di francese. Infatti mi piacerebbe magari in questa occasione provare a fare una challenge in francese.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you would be up for a challenge in French?
Yes, if possible. I do not know it very well. I'm trying to study it, and well, I'm not even sure if I can answer to you in French. I wanted to present myself in French, but I was like, no, I'm not able to. So,
Mm-hmm. Okay. So maybe we can do we could do a quick French challenge.
okay.
But I think unfortunately I run out of French challenges. I haven't prepared one. We did one a couple of episodes ago, and I forgot to replenish the challenges. So maybe if we had
Same.
a French speaker calling in, but actually I wanted to do I want to add one more person, a speaker of a Slavic language, and this way we would have a combination of speakers of different languages, and we would all be challenging ourselves with the Esperanto challenge.
Oh, sure.
So
Cool.
that would be interesting to hear feedback of people who speak different languages.
Yes.
So Sam, you're going to disappear for a second, just so I can add one more person. Okay. So let me add Ildar. Ildar is going to be joining us. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. For some reason, I hear myself.
Wait a second.
Maybe you need to change the input or output.
And what about now?
Now I think it's good. So Ildar, just a quick intro in one of the languages that you've been studying. You could tell us something about, for example, what's the weather like in the place where you're staying right now, in one of the languages that you you spoke. I think Ildar has got disconnected, but is back, right?
Так, спробуємо jeszcze raz.
Mm-hmm. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think now it works.
Good. So just tell us a little bit about the weather in the place where you're staying, in one of the languages that you've been studying or speak natively.
Окей. Зараз іде дощ, і на вулиці холодно, десь 0 градусів. А ще недавно було День Незалежності у Польщі.
Polish Independence Day was on the 11th of November,
Yeah.
hence the flag.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. І, можу представитись ще раз. Мене звати Ільдар. Розмовляю російський, український, польський, англійський. Трошки розумію деякі ще і інші слов'янські, романські, німецькі мови, але не вмію їм розмовляти.
Mm-hmm. Ale nimi nie rozmawiasz. So
Tak.
you know them passively, but you don't really speak them.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So for this challenge, this is going to be an Esperanto challenge. So the Esperanto is a language that is a constructed language, and it contains words from all European languages. So it gets some words from the Slavic languages, Germanic languages, Romance languages mostly. So I think that's going to be an interesting for this episode. So I'm going to bring everybody onto the screen, including Janice. Hopefully, first of all, I have to add numbers to everybody so they appear on the screen as planned. So you all guys are going to appear on the screen now. Hello, of course, no worries. I'm going to fix you all. Yes. I was not prepared for this, but it should be fine now. Hello, welcome everybody to the Esperanto challenge. So, first of all, have you guys studied Esperanto before or heard about this language before? No?
Obviously heard, but
I've heard.
Heard about it, but never studied it.
Okay, that's going to be a great challenge then. So first you're going to listen to the description of a word. Try to understand as many words as possible. Okay, let's listen to it.
Kio estas tio? Estas profesiulo trejnita por tuje helpi okaze de incendio. Ri uzas akvon, ŝaŭmon kaj specialajn ilojn por estingi brulegojn. Ri helpas homojn ankaŭ okaze de aliaj akcidentoj aŭ katastrofoj, ekzemple inundoj. Ri povas esti volontulo aŭ Ri ofte uzas specialajn vestaĵojn kaj helmon.
Okay, we're going to play it one more time because I think there was some disruptions on the line. Okay, so let's listen to it again.
Kio estas tio? Estas profesiulo trejnita por tuje helpi okaze de incendio. Ri uzas akvon, ŝaŭmon kaj specialajn ilojn por estingi brulegojn. Ri helpas homojn ankaŭ okaze de aliaj akcidentoj aŭ katastrofoj, ekzemple inundoj. Ri povas esti volontulo aŭ pagato. Ri ofte uzas specialajn vestaĵojn kaj helmon.
Okay, so Ildar, you already have an idea. That's good. So keep it in mind. What about Janice? Did you understand anything?
Yes. May I speak in English, Portuguese?
In Portuguese.
Ok. Eu entendi que é algo que se trata de para lhe ajudar em caso de incêndio. Se trata de algo que vai te ajudar em caso de acidentes a evitar uma catástrofe maior. Algo assim, como um extintor de incêndio, água, espuma, algo assim que eu peguei.
Mm-hmm. Sam?
In italiano?
In italiano. Mm-hmm.
Io non ho capito la parola, ma ho capito tutte le parole di passaggio. Per esempio, cos'è questo? Si tratta di... Quindi magari mi sono persa tutte le parti specifiche della parola, ma quelle appunto di spiegazione, di passaggio, quelle l'ho capite tutte.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Christopher? Maybe in Norwegian.
Noen av ordene var litt vanskelige, men jeg plukket opp et par som akvon, aksidentoi, og ofte så noe med ulykker, og noe med vann, og kanskje noe med å slukke brann. Så var det noe med betalt, pagato, eller frivillig, så litt usikker på hva det er. Jeg har ikke studert så mye esperanto.
Okay, and Ildar, you can tell us maybe in Russian what you understood.
Окей. Я сначала подумал, что речь идет в принципе об экстренных службах, но потом понял, что, скорее всего, речь идет именно о пожарных.
Okay, okay. So that's kind of close. So just to give other people a chance, I'm going to show the text on the screen right now. I'm going to play the sound again.
Kio estas tio? Estas profesiulo treinita por tuje helpi okaze de incendio. Ri uzas akvon, ŝaŭmon kaj specialajn ilojn por estingi brulegojn. Ri helpas homojn ankaŭ okaze de aliaj akcidentoj aŭ katastrofoj, ekzemple inundoj. Ri povas esti volontulo aŭ pagato. Uzas specialajn vestaĵojn kaj helmon.
Okay, so do you guys have an answer now? Would you be able to provide an answer?
Sí.
Yes, Christopher, Janice?
Yeah, I think so. Jeg tror det.
Okay, so let's start with Ildar then. Ildar, what's your answer in English now?
It's a fireman,
And how would that be in Russian?
пожарный.
And Janice, what's your answer?
In Portuguese? Maybe bombeiro.
Which also means a fireman.
Yes.
And Sam,
È il pompiere,
what does it mean?
fireman.
And Christopher?
No, it wasn't quite what I I thought it was a fire extinguisher.
Okay. So that was your answer. So I must say that all of you who said fireman or firefighter was correct. And Christopher, you were close. So let's start with Christopher then. Why you thought it was a fire extinguisher, not a fireman? Like, what threw you off?
I'm not sure. Perhaps aquan, water, showman. Perhaps that a fire extinguisher can have both water or foam or some kind of other liquid, and that threw me a bit off. But then I since I saw homoin, homo, man, human in Latin, then I thought, oh yeah, when the other people started saying fireman or firefighter, it had to be that one. Now that I look close.
Yeah. And Janice, what gave it away for you?
For me was the three first words. Estás profesiulo trejnita, what means you are professionally trained. I think so. A person who is professionally trained for firefighting is a fireman, firefighter.
To help in case of a fire. Tu je helpi okaze de incendio. Incendio is fire. Okay, good. And Sam, what about you? What gave it away for you?
Yeah, of course, the text helped definitely. And the very first phrase, just like Janice, estás profesiulo treinita, well, whatever.
Trenita.
It helped me reading it because it was like a person which is professionally trained too. But also the phrase about the inundoi, which I think it's inondazione. I do not have the word in English right now. However, well, reading it was definitely a help for getting it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Ildar, what about you? What gave it away? Because you got it pretty quickly.
Yeah. At first, I thought so. It some professional that helps with some incidents. I didn't know that it means the fire. I thought it means incident.
Uh-huh.
So
Mm-hmm.
then there was catastrophe, so
Mm-hmm.
catastrophe, some other things. There was about um, there was something about water. There was something about helmet that led me to. So at first I thought that it was some emergency service, but uh, some kind of. But after some clarifications, I got that it was about firemen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So the word itself in Esperanto is fajrobrigadisto. Let me play the answer just for the record so everybody can hear it.
Brigadisto.
Temas pri fajrobrigadisto. Temas pri fajrobrigadisto.
Fajrobrigadisto. Like a fire brigade, brigadist, something like that. So
Temas
as you
pri, what's mean?
temas pri, it's like it's about, or it's we are
O
talking
tema é
about. Yeah, from the theme of this description was kind of about
ok.
a firefighter. Okay, so that was an Esperanto challenge. I think the first one on the live stream, so that was fun. But Janice, have you prepared a challenge in Portuguese that we could participate
Oh,
in?
yes.
Okay, so I
There
think yes.
with idiomatic expressions.
Oh, so you
I
prepared some
think that
idiomatic
would be nice.
expressions. Okay, so maybe you could type them into the chat, and we are going to try to understand it. Ildar, do you have any experience with Romance languages?
I have some experience with Romance languages, but yeah, I can speak any of it, but I understand something. I have been to some countries that speak Romance languages. I have been to Portugal, yeah, but mm, uh,
Other than that, you haven't really studied formally.
yeah,
That's good, but but you speak English, so English has lots of loan words from Romance languages. Let's just
yeah.
try and see what it means. Janice, let's start then.
Okay. So the
You can type
first
them into
one.
the chat also.
Okay. Let me- Okay. So the first one, I will. May I speak in English or in Portuguese for you guys?
We're focusing on idiomatic expressions, so you can just keep it in English, but give us the idiomatic
Okay.
expression in Portuguese.
Okay. So the first one is called bode expiatório. Okay.
Interesting.
Bode expiatório.
That's the
This
first one.
expression is a very
So this is the expression, right? This is expression.
yes.
So first of all, do any of you have any clue what topic it could be?
I think I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me give you guys a clue.
So because it's an idiomatic expression, we're going to ask you for a clue in a second, but first we would like to try to guess it based on just the idiomatic expression. Okay, just what we see. So Christopher, if you have an idea, tell
Yeah,
us.
I think it might be a scapegoat in English.
Why you think it's that?
Yes, expiatorio. Because my Latin, I know that it means something with guilt or something with something to blame. And then bode, I'm not sure what that means, but I figure that's the Portuguese idiomatic expression for goat in English. And so yeah, that was my line of thought.
Okay, and Sam, do you have any
Yeah,
ideas?
espiatorio, it's a word even in Italian, and just it has been said, I know about capro espiatorio, so the object or the person, the thing that gets all the guilt and everyone else gets it's free. So all the guilt goes on that one person or thing, and the other ones are forgiven.
Ildar, what about you? What do you think?
Uh,
It doesn't have to be correct. You can just give
I
like your impression.
I didn't get anything from it before, but after other guys told what they uh, heard here, I understood that it could be something like that because uh, the word expiatorio sounds like it could be something like that. But yeah, it just based on hints from the colleagues.
Okay, and so what I saw here, boda looks a little bit like boda or bodega in Spanish, which is kind of a wedding party. Expiatorio sounds like something is expiring, so I thought maybe it's like a ritual that happens at the end of the wedding party. Yes, that was my guess. So Janice, who was correct, or maybe nobody was correct?
So who said was scapegoat or capro expiatorio was correct?
Ooh.
Congratulations.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, in French, we say bouc émissaire, something like this. Chivo expiatorio in Espanol. And it's an expression used, as you know, in reference of someone who is guilty but unfairly. Unfairly. Okay. So the next one is
Okay, I have a question. I have a
abandonar.
question. Can I
Okay,
ask
okay.
something? What is the specific meaning of bode? It's that goat?
Yes, it's goat.
Okay,
But
cool.
okay, so is that a
Thank
Portuguese
you.
word for goat, or is it
Uh,
just used in this expression, in this idiomatic expression?
Uh, bode is the male,
Okay.
and the female is cabra.
Okay. So this is interesting because actually in Polish we also use the kozioł ofiarny, which kozioł refers to a male goat, not any goat. So that's interesting.
yeah, in Russian there is also literal translation of that козел отпущения.
In Italian for the male goat, we have birro, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it's just Tuscan. However, maybe it has the B, uh, so it's a bit similar. Birro, maybe it has something to do with that.
In Faroese it's syndabukur. Syndabukur.
It's the same in Norwegian.
How is it in Norwegian?
Syndebukk.
Aha. Okay.
Uh-huh. I think
In
in German.
Romanian, tap is ispasitor. Probably it's also a male goat. So people are giving some people are giving some answers in different languages. So let's have a look at them. I think this is Slovak. Obetny baranok. Baranok is more like a lamb, which is interesting. Okay, that's good. I think we're ready to have a look at another one that you have prepared.
Okay.
So could you read that to us?
Okay. The next one is abandonar o barco. Abandonar o barco.
Okay, I think I know what it means, but let's see if other people have any ideas. Maybe Ildar, because your experience with Romance languages is not as rich as with
Yeah.
other languages. Maybe you could try.
So it means to abandon the something. Yeah, but I don't know what barku does mean.
No, so Christopher, what about you?
Yeah, no, I think barco means boat because it's barca in Italian. So I think to leave or abandon the ship, I think is the English equivalent, something like that. I'm not sure if it's to to stop doing something because it's futile. It doesn't it won't bring you any results. I'm not sure if I'm remembering the English expression correctly, but something like that, I think.
Okay, and Sam, what about you?
The first meaning I thought of is, of course, abandon ship. And maybe I think that even in Italian, we can use abbandonare la barca for saying that you want to escape from a situation. Like if you're very tired of a situation, you're like, well, I'm off, I'm leaving, and you abandon that situation. I would use it in this sense.
Good. And I also recognized immediately that because barco, we have a Polish word barka, which is a type of ship. Maybe you would use it for fishing and stuff like that. So it's not a very common word, but it's used in specialized settings, like when we talk about different types of ships. And abandonar, of course, is related to English abandon. So to abandon boat or ship, actually, we're going to learn in a moment. So Janice, what is this?
So, abandonar o barco. Who said that is abandonar na barca or
Correct.
something like this is correct. And the meaning is to give up for a hard situation, for a difficult situation. I'm quiet. I'm off. It's hard for me. I am leaving the boat.
So is it a boat or a ship?
So it's a boat. Barco, or barco is boat, and ship is navio in Portuguese.
Navio.
It's
Okay.
bigger for us.
Okay, that's good. And I'm not quite sure if we actually use that in Polish. I mean, I definitely heard that in English many times, to abandon ship, but in Polish, I don't think it's that common to say that. I think we might have a different saying that refers to that. Yes, Ildar?
Yeah, in Russian, it's also kind of related to that. I think it's сматывать удочки. It's like reeling the fishing rods.
Fishing rod?
Yeah, it's reeling in the fishing rod. It's like to pack it.
Okay, okay. That's
I
interesting.
see in the comments that they point more a specific way of Italians of saying this thing. Oh, and it's piantare baracche e burattini. MM is saying that. And it sort of means I live here, my hut and my puppets, but it's just the same meaning. Like I'm living here, all my stuff, and then I go away. It's the same meaning. More specific than I abandoned ship. In Italian, we use this more. So thank you for the person who said that. Thank you.
And Sidewalk Astronomy Netherlands says in Dutch it's all the same. A ship is a boat. Okay. So not all languages make that distinction. And we also have a comment from Johan in Faroese. We've got a figurative translation at Gevas Karvin Ivir to pass the cormorant on. So completely different. Okay. What about Norwegian, Christopher? The final comment to this idiom.
Yeah, I think you can say forlate det synkende skipet means to leave the sinking ship. Means I think it's perhaps the same meaning that to abandon something that's useless, that a difficult situation, something that's there's no use in trying because it's hopeless, it's impossible.
Okay, so here we have it. So that's the last idiomatic expression we are going to have a look at today. We're going to have to wrap up the show. That's all the time we have for today. But thank you very much, guys, for hanging out and playing with languages. So if you want to, you are always welcome to come back next week. But you can also consider creating some challenges in advance. So this way you can create an opportunity for other participants to take part in challenges that you've prepared. If you're not able to be part of the live stream, you can always submit your challenge. Just record the audio and send the text through the form that is linked in the description box. That would be great, and I can use it during the stream as we did today with some of the challenges. So thank you very much. I will see you next week at the same time. Have a great evening, everybody. And yeah, that's it. Take care. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye bye.